Hello, everyone, and welcome back. This is episode 2 of the Sisterhood of Salem Member Spotlight series. And today I'm really excited to be interviewing one of our sisters, Sue Tomchyshyn. And she has a really, really important gift to share with all of us today, something that I'm very curious about, knowing how important it is for our health. So thank you for being here today, Sue. And being on
Thank
this
you, Jennifer. You know what's really funny is my favorite number is two. And you just said this
oh,
is number two in the book.
how
I'm just
perfect is
saying, I
that?
think it's a perfect day.
It is. It's
So
already
funny.
the perfect day.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Sue, can you tell us what you're excited about sharing today? What is the gift you have to share with us?
Oh, thank you, Jennifer. So I am just thrilled to be able to talk about the gift of gut health. And it's that murky kind of, I think I know what it is. I don't know if I know what it is. I've been hearing what it is. What is it? And how integral the basic of good gut health affects our entire well-being, whether it's happiness or sadness or exhaustion or energy. I mean, it's just something very, very important to look at. I think some people get so caught up in thinking that there has to be massive shifts in order to see change, and
Mm,
it doesn't have to be that way. It can be little variations and consistent steps that can get you to really a better place.
that's great. So, not only are you helping us, it sounds like almost learn the importance of gut health because it is really important. I know some people call it like our second brain, and it helps us with,
Right.
like you said, emotions and mind clarity and things like that. You're also here to say that it doesn't have to be hard, that there's actually small steps that you can take.
Correct, correct. And I think, for a lot of people that I've spoken to over the last 12 years, and that's how long I've been sharing the good news about these simple plant-based supplements, is I think people get stopped before they get started because today's not a good day to make all the changes I know I have to make. So
Mm.
tomorrow's a better day to make all the changes that I know I have to make. And it's just like, you know what? How do you know what changes you have to make? Let's start with something simple. And that I think is more the magic of anything that Plexus is. It's a simple supplement routine. And by definition, a supplement is to supplement. It's not the only answer. A
Mm.
supplement just supports other things you're doing. So it's looking at the big picture of what good things are you thinking you've got control of, and what don't you feel totally confident in, and that's where we'll start.
Okay. So simple. It is, and you speak to the fact that sometimes people get so overwhelmed and say they'll start it another day, but you make it really accessible. And 12 years. So you've been with Plexus for 12 years. How did you discover it? How did you stumble
Yeah.
upon this?
You know what? We have those friends in our life, Jen, right? And I've known my friend Sheila for 25 plus years. And, so I know her, I trust her, I like her. And 12 years ago, actually 15 years ago is when Plexus actually started. And they
Okay.
had one consumable product. And it was a product that was brought to market to help address the type 2 diabetic market with glucose metabolism and things like that. And she was asked to be on the clinical trial. So she was the very first person in the company. And I had known her for years, and she was telling me a little bit about it. But 15 years ago, nobody had heard about gut health. Nobody had really heard about anything. And so I was like listening to the noise, if you like, and going on with a business that I had been in for a number of years. And it wasn't until, 3 years later that I saw her sharing stories about mutual friends of ours. And I'm like, what in the world is going on with these people that I knew? They weren't billboards in a magazine or on a highway. They were people that I knew. And it was like Patty and Ronnie and, Linda and all these people. They were all really embracing life, healthy, looking better than they ever had in years, feeling better, having that pep in their step. And I was like, wait a minute, what is going on over here? And she goes, I've been telling you, sometimes you have to hear the message again and again. And she goes, it's about gut health, Sue. And these supplements can really help people. And that, I feel like I just want to save the world and help people. But truly, in my heart, I've always been that person, that
Mm,
connector person, that person that really wants to help. And I thought, gosh, if I can help move the needle in people's health, men, women, children, just that to me is super important to be able to
mm.
do. So, yeah, 12 years I've been waving the flag.
Well, what's amazing is how you saw proof of it with people that you know. So you saw like the
Right.
before and after. You know how like we see the before and after like pictures and we're
Yeah,
like, wow. But like you saw the before and after real life, carries on with
correct.
people that you know.
Correct. And you know what was interesting about that whole thing is I didn't think that I really needed help. And I had to learn my own lesson because I was like, well, I was not one of these people that had really was on a lot of medications. I hadn't gained a lot of weight, so I wasn't looking to, I just was kind of scooting through life as I was. But what I didn't realize is all of the internal things that were going on with me, things that you don't talk to other people about, weren't normal. Not going to the bathroom regularly, needing an afternoon nap for no reason other than, I was just exhausted and all those
Mm,
things. But on the outside, people looked at me and thought, "Oh, she's healthy," but well, I really wasn't. So here I was coming in to help everybody else. And the real message was I needed to help myself because there are
wow.
people out there that don't have that billboard story and don't think that they need or can feel any better than they do. And I'm here to tell you that yes, you can. Just because you're not sick doesn't mean you're healthy.
Wow. So who is your ideal customer then? Like who do you want to make sure hears this message and finds you?
Well, thank you. That's a great question, Jennifer. And you know what? That's what I love about the Sisterhood of Salem because or sisterhood in general, even though our supplements can help most people, different ages, different sexes, and whatnot, I like to get the message to women because I think
Mm,
as women, we're organically wired to bring that good message of wellness back to our families. And so, if I can contact the women and say, this is available, this is, integral to your health, this is important, they'll take that message back. I've been married for 40 years to my husband, and I still say, did you take your vitamins this morning, honey? And have you done your probiotic? And so, it's that nurturing woman thing that we all have. And so that's my ideal client, women that are struggling with menopause or perimenopause or postmenopause, or just know that they want to bring wellness to a higher level in their household.
wellness to a higher level in their household. So it's not only them that you want to help their families. You want as many people as possible to know about this amazing supplement, plant based supplement.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, how can people get in touch with you, Sue? We'll definitely put things in the captions, but your contact information in the captions. But is there a great way that people can get right to you and find out more?
Absolutely. And, I do have a website, Jennifer, but honestly, I think that's kind of noisy in so many ways. You go there and you think, okay, I'm looking for something, but I really don't know what I'm looking for. So, what I like is to actually talk to somebody and say,
Mm,
what do you think you're doing well? What are you struggling with? Let's see if Plexus could be a good fit for you. So, email, text, I'm right in the Salem area. I'm active on social media, so Facebook or Instagram, just little messages. So, whatever's comfortable for other people, but certainly picking up the telephone or calling and texting, it's just really whatever somebody else's comfort level is. I'm an open book.
That's great. So you invite anybody to just contact you directly, whether it's a text or a call or an email or a Facebook message. You're just ready to talk one to one and
Yeah,
let them know about this amazing product that's going to change their lives for the better.
yeah. For the better. Absolutely.
Oh, that's great. Well, thank you so much, Sue, for sharing your gift here and all the ways that you're sharing with the sisterhood. It's been wonderful meeting you and having you a part of it. And I'm very curious to learn more about Plexus as well. So thank you.
Thank you for the opportunity, Jennifer. I really love the time we spent together and look forward to doing it a lot more.
Me too.